Hi guys. This is week 5 and this week's topic is packing, binding, passing. So, first I want to talk about my background. Um, I'm again filming in my room like usually, just I turned it to the other direction so you can see my awesome wall. I painted it, it's my awesome wall. Yeah, totally cool. Um, so, as for the topic. First of all, Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas, all of you Christians. I'm not, so yeah, I'm a Jew. So yeah, whoever celebrates Christmas, lucky you. Merry Christmas. So binding. First, I will talk about binding. Um, I have started to bind about oh, a long time ago, just a bit after I came out, like from the age of 14. Yeah, I think I bind it from the age of 14, maybe 14 and a half. And I remember binding as a nightmare. I don't bind anymore, of course, I had my surgery already. So, yeah, I'm done with that. But I have started binding with elastic bandages, and that really hurt. It was such a nightmare. I remember, I don't remember the first time I started to bind, and I don't know where I got the idea from, but I guess I felt just extremely uncomfortable with my chest anymore because it's not that my chest was the smallest and it was cinnamon, and I had to do something about it. So I started to use those bandages. I used two of them, one on the other, and first of all, took me a lot of time to do it every morning before I went to school, so I was pretty much always late, and it also hurt like fucking hell. I couldn't breathe, and it made wounds all over my chest, really, like here on the sides, on my ribs too. It was terrible, really. It was a nightmare. And I always had to go to toilet to arrange it again, and it was just a mess. It was a big mess. And then I read in a forum um, that the about binders. I didn't know that binders existed before, but I had no access. I had no way to get them because I didn't have a credit card, and it's not something that you can just go to the store and just say, yeah, I would like a binder. Yeah, sure. Let's buy a binder in the next store. No. So I tried to make my own binder out of a tip-top. I cut it and I stretched it with pins and stuff like that. It was not the best and it didn't work very well, and I ended getting back to elastic bandages. Sorry. Um, and then I read about a nice girl who imports binders from outside of the country, and she basically she orders them for people like me that didn't have a credit card, and then she sells it to them in regular prices like she ordered it, like, yeah. And so I drove to her and I bought one from her at the beginning, and that was like, it was a total change because compared with the bondages, it was completely comfortable. It was like heaven for me. you know. Finally, I don't have to mess with all those bandages, and I don't have to go arrange it in the toilet all the time, and I know it's all gonna stay like it is, and it was a good feeling. And I ended up buying another one. I had two of them. I can show you them. I have them right here, I think, somewhere. Oh, it's such a mess. Ah, here they are. Okay, that's what both of them look like. That's the back side, that's the front side, and yeah. by the way, if you want them, I can send them to you in a package. You can just send me a message in the inbox. I don't need them anymore, and I have nobody to give it to them. So if you want them, just send me a message in the inbox. I will send them. Yeah, so I used both of them. I washed them and stuff like that, and then I started taking my testosterone when I was 16, and when I was 16 and a half, maybe 16 and a half, something like that, and changes happened really fast. I forgot to say, before I started to bind, I had an extremely long hair, really, like a lot before I came out. I had an extremely long hair, and I just went to, I didn't feel comfortable with my hair at all, not even a bit, and I just went to a haircut once and I just cut it all out, really, I cut it all off. I had a really long hair, and that was a dramatic change, and that helped me pass really nicely. I had an emo kind of hair then for a long time. I changed my hair only about a bit more than a year ago, I think. But before that, I used to have emo hair all the time, black emo hair actually, and yeah. So then it helped me pass. So let's get back to where I stopped. I started taking testosterone, and that changed my voice, and it made me feel so much more confident. And when you show confident, you pass better. It's fact. It's a fact, really. The more confident you are of yourself, people will notice it, and they will not. They will see that you're a boy. Really, it's not about. It's not about how you walk, and it's not about what kind of hair you have or what kind of voice you have. It's more about how confident you are. Once you show that, you have nothing to worry about. So it made me really confident, and then also before that, before starting taking testosterone, nobody ever catched my lie. I passed really easily because I naturally had a pretty deep voice, and I really passed easily. And also I start to grow a beard like I have now, if you can see in the slide, and I have no problem to pass. And then after I started taking testosterone, I decided that the binder is really, it's really pulling me back. It's like I couldn't do what normal people could do, and everything that people take for granted was like a nightmare for me. For example, running, it was really difficult because it was hard to breathe and it was too warm in the binder. And in summer, when it's warm, I sweat like nobody else does, and that was pretty disgusting. And all those kind of stuff that look to people like such an easy everyday thing, they were difficult for me, and that's when I decided that that's enough, and I don't want to do this anymore, and I want to have my surgery. So I went with my mom and I had my surgery, and I had it in the 14th of October. It's not a long time ago, and yeah, since then I of course don't wear a binder. So that is my story about that. As for packing, I don't pack. I just don't feel the need to. I don't think anybody really searches in your pants if you have something. If you show enough confidence, really people will not look in your pants. And even if they do, there is no difference basically when you see somebody like that. But if you are talking about like a harness, what is it called? I forgot the name of it. You know what I mean? This thing, this hard dick you put with the harness on you, and you can fuck somebody with it. I don't use it, and I don't really feel the need to. I'm gay, and so yeah, it's a bit unnecessary. I would like to be the active part. I think I would like it more than being the passive one, but as for now, it is okay for me. So yeah. I did find a really awesome packer. I will post a link in this video. Maybe I already did before, I don't know, but I will post again a link to it. It's a special packer that it comes soft. It looks like a real dick. It has no harness, and the guy matches it to your own skin tone. It doesn't come in limited numbers of skin tones. It really makes it like your skin tone, and it's it's getting hard by you just press the balls, and it's getting hard not like immediately, but slowly. The more you press the balls, the harder it gets. So it's kind of really cool, and you can see that it's attached to your body because you attached it with a special glue thing. You can read it all in the side. It's really amazing in my eyes, but it's too expensive. That's why I probably will not get it. I plan on getting my surgery, so I will probably not get something that expensive now. So I will post a link and you can check it out. So that's enough. I guess it got pretty long. So if you want the binders, send me a message in the inbox, and I will see you next week. Sorry that I'm late. Bye guys.